fall in love with the big personality of MicHaeL LYNCHE. Take a look.
MicHaeL LYNCHE is known as Big Mike.
I was actually on the same plane as Big Mike. I didn't even know that he was part of American Idol. He was just on the plane. And I turned to my mom, I go, "Mom, the Incredible Hulk just got on our plane."
He snores really loud. Just kidding, Mike. No, I'm not kidding.
Mike is hilarious. He's just like this big teddy bear. He's such a teddy bear. He'll just burst through the door and be like, "Hey, hi, hi, hi." That's just Mike. It's like his signature thing now. How does that make you feel?
When I was little, my family, we were called the Lynch Mob. We were a performing family, and we would perform all around Florida. And one of the songs that we used to do was called eLeaNoR RiGBY. My dad used to sing that song. That's what I'm going to be singing tonight. I picked the song because the strings are so beautiful, and it's a story. And I love to tell stories.
Okay, so it is a family tradition. This is eLeaNoR RiGBY from MicHaeL LYNCHE, America.
Look at all the lonely people. eLeaNoR RiGBY picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Father McKenzie, writing the words to the sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near, look at him working, running his socks in the night when there's nobody there. What does he care for the lonely people? Where do they all come from? All the lonely people, where do they all belong? Look at all the lonely people.
Yo, you know what I'm loving, dude? Dog, you know what I'm loving? I'm loving the fact that now you've reached a point on this show. I'm not sure all of that worked, but what I love about it, the parts that did work were great, right? There were a couple things I was like, maybe this is a little too much, but you've got that license now where you can do whatever you want, dude. I love, Big Mike, that you're feeling yourself. That could really be a joint on the radio on your album. You think about recording that? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Well, I love seeing the artist in you blossom. I love that, dude. I love that. E?
Yeah. Well, you can do anything. I mean, every song you take on, whether it's Maxwell Women's Work or whether it's this, there's so many different sides of you, and you handle everyone equally as well. And, I mean, I thought that was a huge risk to take on a song like that and change it that drastically. And there may be some people who don't like it, but I thought that was incredible. I loved it.
Thank you.
Mike, I thought that was fire. Those vocals were amazing. And what you did with how you changed it up and the drama, I mean, it was like building and building and building, and you sold the story. And maybe you did do some things that were a little crazy with the arrangement, but you were committed and you believed it. And Randy is absolutely right. You made that song commercial today. That you made it come to this generation and relevant. And that's what this show is about. Because at the end of the show, you got to make a record. And when you're up there performing, we want it to sound like that. So great job.
Thank you, Kara.
Simon Cowell, please.
I didn't love it as much as the other three, Michael, and I'll tell you why. Because, and I'm not a huge fan of musicals, but this was the sort of thing you see and hear in musicals. If it was... Thank you. So I'm actually going to disagree with Carl. I don't think it made you contemporary at all. I think, if anything, it made you go slightly backwards because it was what it was.
Which is good.
No, look.
I disagree.
It's a different opinion. I thought it was just too over the top, and I'm slightly confused now as to what kind of artist you want to be at the end of this competition.
But I mean, Carl, wouldn't you agree, in today's world, on a station called Fox TV that we're on, with a show that's exploding called Glee, that is about being in like musicals in a Glee club, it was very that. So I think it's very current. That's why people are gravitating towards that.
It's more than that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I get it.
So you agree it's like a musical?
No, it's not a musical.
Well, look, we're all saying the same thing.
It was a little theatrical. It was a little
Glee is
theatrical,
based on
but I like
musicals.
No.
Hold on for a
So I
second.
was right.
I'm not saying that.
MicHaeL LYNCHE, ladies and gentlemen. MicHaeL LYNCHE. There's one thing we're certain about. You are not saying the same thing. That's for sure.
No.
So, Randy, I sense a little tension between you and Simon and a bit of a disagreement here with this one.
Well, no, he was just saying that the guy made it kind of old-fashioned because it's more theatrical, but I'm saying let's
Between you and I, we're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, let's look at what's happening in today's world. Glee's big, man.
Glee's big.
Look, those vocals were fire.
We like
I don't
Glee.
care if it was theatrical or not. You did a great vocal performance.
So what are you doing with that feedback? I mean, Simon's confused as to what artist you want to be. Now tell me what you're really thinking on the inside of that.
I'm thinking that Simon wants to challenge me to a pet contest.